What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, readoptionagency.com, urban-picker.com. 23 years, selling full-time on eBay. And let's try this again. This is take number 2 because I got a phone call on take number 1, and I had to take it. So today we are Thursday, and we got a 3-day weekend coming up for July 4th. So I wanted to check, see where I am today so far. We're almost halfway through my day today. And then I want to see what I did yesterday because this week's been pretty good. So I'm curious to see what the average per day has been at this point. And yeah, so let me, let's go with this. Shrink me down. Shrink-a-dink, shrink-a-dink. All right. So for the media store, we got halfway through the day right now, $173. So a little bit down there, but making up for it in the clothing store with $310 halfway through the day. So right now, not even halfway through my day yet, $483. Could potentially hit $1,000 today. That would be nice. That would be nice. I'm glad to see these numbers finally going up. Thankfully, eBay is not sacrificing my account this week on the altar of eBay maintenance, and help me rise above that break-even level line. You know, well, I am above it. I'm a little above it, right? I live at a little above it. I just want to get a little more above it. That's all. So, and now we got the shipping prices going up here soon. So I got to figure that out, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to change things. What am I going to do? I don't know. I think what I might end up doing is just, I know media mail, media mail is going down 2%. But I think instead of raising any of my shipping prices, I'm just going to raise my bottom line prices on stuff from $5.99 to $6.20, and then I have the 20% off sale. So instead of $4.79, it'll be $4.97. So I'm going to try that one. So at the end of the month, when my sale ends, I'll ride it through until the end of the month. Then when my sales end at the end of the month, I'll bump everything up 20 cents and then put my sales on and see how that will play out. So that's my goal. So it won't really look like my shipping went up or anything like that. So that's what I'm hoping for, or that's my goal. So I'm tired of always having to raise the shipping because we keep getting it raised upon. So trying to find other ways to do that. And one way obviously is to raise your costs, stop messing with, make your bottom lower, a little higher, et cetera, et cetera. So unfortunately, they're just going to keep going, freaking every year, twice a year, raising costs. They're eventually going to put small things out of business when it comes to selling online. That's why I tried to go against that with, one shipping rate no matter how many you buy. But as stated before, it's just very hard to promote that on eBay's layout. You don't know it until you get the stuff into the cart, and sometimes that don't even work. So, and I do have in my store, which nobody really goes in anymore, I don't think, in stores, unless you're paying people, paying for the promoted. But of course, I've got the big sign in my store trying to help, make people recognize that this is a thing. So, yeah. Yeah. So, there was just some cha-ching. So, what did that take that up to? 207. All right. So we're over 500 now, and not even halfway through my day. We're at 1:30 p.m. 1:31 to be exact. So, over 500, not even halfway through my day. I'll take it. I take it for sure. Let me check yesterday's numbers, see what I ended up doing yesterday. Wednesday the 2nd. is with international. So $499 or $399. So not quite the 500 mark. 398.70, and that is the media store. Clothing store yesterday, I did hit 500, 507.81, so $508 there. Whoops, 07.81. So yesterday was a $907 day, so I will take that also. So we've been looking good out of the gate for July. I hope it keeps going. You know, my what I constantly say is my sales are low because of the eBay site issues. So hopefully they're giving me a break. Hopefully for all month. Hopefully for good period now would be nice. But to let my sales just start to flourish. So like they should. Like they should, instead of holding a brother back. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stop holding a brother back. I came from nothing. I don't want to go back to nothing because of eBay website. Damn it. Damn it, I sure. Damn it. So for the week so far, so it'd be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. For the clothing store, $1,238. 1237.88, and that's up 33.6%. So that's nice to see. And of course, we're at the first of the month, so don't pay attention to net sales because that's going to include the $300 that's been taken out for the store fee. So. And then over here, so in the media store, $1,317, but it's down almost 15% over here, which is kind of weird. This is the store I'm putting the stuff up in now. This is the store I'm paying attention to, yet it's down. The store I'm not paying attention to is up. Figure that one out. Kind of blows all the theories that you have to you have to give your store attention to get sales. Kind of blows that theory out of the water. So, and by that theory, I mean, if you got 20,000 items in your store, you're going to get sales. And so 1316.99. Hence why another reason why I love the volume game. Divided by 3. So an average per day this week so far, $852 a day. Good to see. Good, sure. So I'm trying to get my, last month was, I had some expenses last month, so like about $3,500 in expenses. So being I'm only, a step above my break-even level, when I go and spend $3,500, it kind of sets me back. Not sets me back, but sets me to even, basically. So I've got to build back up right now. So hopefully this week we'll do that. Because I had to pay the tax bill to the tax place who does the taxes. So that was $1,700. Then I bought supplies, which was another $1,000. And then there was something else. That's only $27. There's another $700 or so in there for some reason. I can't remember what it was by right now. Didn't do anything to my car last month. I'm not sure what it was for. I don't remember. But anyway, so I'm just trying to get back to where I was. Get that $3,500 back. But, so $851 a day. If that keeps up, that will do it. That will do it, yes. So yeah, $852. Let's look, I guess, at some of the stuff that's sold. And then I do have some light list easier news. I guess I can share that right now. I've got a comment from Super Dave saying coming soon, right? So, uh, and then also the light news is make sure you are signed up. Put in your email address for List Easier. Link is below this video on YouTube. Put in your email address, then you have to go to your inbox to verify the email address. Because at launch it's going to be like a soft launch because they don't want the website to crash. So the people who are signed up are going to get first dibs into being able to use it and such. So make sure you are signed up and waiting to be one of the first out of the gate to use it. So it's all about, when you let too many people on one site at one time, it can crash it, right? So it's trying to avoid that. So it'll be kind of a build. So, but still no exact date, but I think his words were their days past their 2-week goal that they gave themselves, I think, or something like that. So, barring any issues, soon. What that soon is, I'm not sure yet. So, right now today they're in List Easier. I can't even use it today because they're in there. They're stripping it down. They're taking all the non-used stuff since all the changes and updates and what have you. So now they're streamlining it, taking all the pointless stuff out so that it runs better, less chance of crashing, etc., etc. So they're in there cleaning it up today. So today I'm doing just oddball stuff, clothing, hats, toys, what have you. So that is the List Easier news. So definitely get your email in there if you are not signed up. All right. Let's see. Let's go through media first. Sold. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to really just start harping on the fact that I sell stuff that most people are not going to buy. I've always wanted to, I say that a lot, but now with something like List Easier coming out, more people can take advantage of it. Because maybe you couldn't put in, list 200 items a day before AI like I could. Now you're going to be able to with no problem. So if you can mimic with AI what I was doing before AI, you could be at the level I'm at right now, per se, with years of work doing it. But, and then hopefully, well, for sure, I'll be taking up a level too. So, it gives people the more opportunity to use my method, my business plan, what I created. It gives the opportunity for more people to build that because you'll be able to list more, list quicker, etc. So that option's out there for more people. So if something's not working right for you, or depending on your location or your ability to get, fast moving, name brand, whatever the case may be, now you have another option where you can mimic what I've done and be successful at it. Of course, you need the room to store it, but slow build. If you can build your inventory, build your income, you can build your space too. So always remember that. Business, when you're building, it's about moving everything. If your goal is to build bigger until you're at your happy spot or whatever, it ain't just the sales. It ain't just the items. You have to build everything else gets bigger. Your expenses get bigger. Your space needs to get bigger. But if you do it properly, you'll be able to build every aspect out as you go. Just don't rush into things. Like I see some people now who seem like they rushed into getting warehouse space and this and that. And how many of them is not going to have that space in a year from now because maybe they took on a little too much too soon type of thing. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Baby steps all the way around is the best way to go. Not just one big step forward here, but you're still doing little steps everywhere else. So that'll throw you off balance. All right, so we got 8 tracks. We got a couple of planes. And it's fitting these sell now, being that the B2 has been in the news a lot lately. So we got a vinyl lot from that yard sale pickup, still making me money. Cassettes and CDs, DVDs. I realized yesterday how, and you know what, people, here, I'm not going to apologize for anything. People complain that and even complain at me, saying talk about AI too much. AI is the future of reselling. Whether you want to believe it, be a part of it, doesn't matter. It is what it is, and it is what it's going to be. And it's going to be a huge change in the reselling world. And not just, I mean, you're going to be able to take what you have and multiply it, not double it. You're going to be able to multiply it by 5, by 10, by 15, hell, by 100, depending on what you were doing before. You're going to have sellers out there who's going to be doing 10 times what they were before. Imagine that jump, that leap. Say you can only get 10 items up a day, but now you can get 100 up a day. You just 10 times your output in probably less time than it took you to do the 10. Think about that. And I talk about this a lot. People think too tunnel vision, think too small. Think about how many people are going to be utilizing this technology. You're either going to be on board, or you got to do something special to stand out, or you're going to be left behind. It's going to be as simple as that. So all these sellers on YouTube who are apologizing to their viewers for talking about it, I say don't apologize, because it is our job, well, not our job, but I like to think it's my duty to inform you guys. So the more I talk about it, the more serious you're going to take it. It's life changing. It's business changing. And so yesterday, I haven't been working on much sleep because of Pee-wee. And even today, I had about 5 hours, 3 and then a couple more later. But yesterday, I was so chill. Even though I was tired, I wasn't irritable. Nothing had before. Knowing I wasn't getting X amount of items listed on eBay, it would kind of irritate me. I might be a little snappy or be just feeling miserable or whatever the case may be. Yesterday, I found myself just chill. And I even went for a walk. I did my walk. I'm going for a walk every night, power walk, until I start jogging again, just test my back and see if I can do a little light jogging. But I told Janet, I'm like, I don't remember the last time I just felt this calm running the business. I don't know if I've ever felt this calm running the business. So yesterday, they were updating List Easier, so I only used it for a short time. But for that short time, I think I got 50 items or something up. Just 50 items just like that in a drop of a hat. And I just created drafts the rest of the day for oddball stuff. Being as of yesterday, hats and toys wasn't in the repertoire, the categories yet. So I was just using Chat GPT and just making drafts. Like all these drafts are done. All I got to do is click on them and fill in the item specifics and make sure the wording's fine, and then they're listed. So I had 50 listed. I've got 60 that will take me an hour to go through to get them listed. But there was no pressure. I had it's the same thing I keep saying, life changing. That Funko Pop. Um, I think everybody wanted this wanted List Easier to come out early, right? They wanted it to come out by now, but it's about making sure that they get as much. I keep saying we, but I'm just the beta tester, right? But so if I say we, it's nothing more than I'm just helping with feedback and such. Um, because from what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, the other one did not do that, and they're facing a lot of backlash because of it. That's not what these guys wanted. These guys wanted to do it as beautifully as they could out of the gate. And of course, there's going to be problems. There's going to be some issues. It's a new technology. It's dealing with eBay. Right now, they're working on also the eBay policies because eBay changed their policies overnight without telling anybody. So they have to update that on the back end, right? So even when you get into these, especially something like List Easier, remember there are going to be days where something like this will happen, where eBay changes something without anybody knowing, and then all these companies that attach to the backside of eBay have to go in and figure it out and fix it as quickly as they can, right? So always keep that in mind when you do get in. Things happen. With List Easier, the price is uncomparable to anything out there. So if you're down for one day, you can make it up easily the next. So, and they get stuff fixed like quick. I'm talking they had changes done in an hour after I suggested something or whatever. Things can get done quick. But always remember, there's a potential for anything to happen, especially when dealing with the 1995 platform of eBay with modern patches all over it. So always keep that in mind. But it's about just making sure that it's as best as working as it possibly can at the moment, and then building on that. So I hope I explained that properly and thoroughly and correctly, and you guys understand the words that I'm spitting. I think people still take advantage of my buy two get two if they were $4.97 instead of $4.79. Especially being I only charge one shipping price. Nice little $80 CD sold. Biggity bam. I've been sold more of these iPhone 65 CDs. It's crazy. So 6 sold now, 7 available. Sold another black and white photo. This one I just put up. This one I put up using List Easier. It's a black and white photo of group at Camp Hawthorne entrance. So that was put up via List Easier. So it's not just media, right? So, whoops. I forgot to make some noise. My receiver turned off, so I can't see anything right now. So I'm going to take a moment to take a drink of water. Because I am parched. Parched, I say. Parched. Alright. I can see again. Lizzie McGuire. Tape only, cassettes, CDs, more vinyl. I wonder how much money I made on that vinyl from that $200 purchase. I haven't seen them having a yard sale this year yet. Like I said, if I see them having a yard sale, I'm going to just walk in and give them an extra 100 just out of the blue. Just be like, thank you. Here's a little surprise bonus for you. I love being able to do stuff like that. So, hell, knowing me, I'd probably give them $200. Just like doing that kind of stuff. I'd rather negotiate low, just in case I can't make good money on the stuff, right? Especially a big lot you don't know. And then if you make a lot of money, come back later and say, "Hey, surprise!" You know. I didn't. And of course, I don't tell them that. Oh, if I sell these for big money, I'm coming back and giving you more money, because they're just, people would be like, "Yeah, BS, whatever," right? So I wouldn't ever say anything like that, but just showing up one day and going, "Cha-ching, here you go." I just imagine if that would happen to me, my thought, and how excited I would be. So to be able to do that for somebody would be kind of cool. So I keep looking every weekend, see if there's any signs on that street. I don't want to just walk up and knock on their door. They might not even remember me. But that might be kind of cool though, and to film it. Make some YouTube money off of a good deed. Like so many people do. People give people crap for doing that kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, it depends. People are getting help. That's the bottom line. That's the way I kind of look at it. I mean, I do things that nobody knows about and nobody will ever know about. I don't seek any kind of praise for anything, but it's not a bad idea to get views and to make money off YouTube. It just isn't. So look at it as a win-win if the person ain't already that type of person anyway, right? So two people are winning. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody's getting hurt. All right, let's jump over here. Jump over here. See what's been moving over here today. Here's where I can harp plain stuff that nobody else would grab. Just a plain purple t-shirt, 6X, $14. Pink one, 6X, $15. So I'm guessing they bought these together. A plain Gildan pocket t-shirt, 2XL. Yosemite Park, National Park tee. Some just blue Speedo vintage shorts. Pikachu. Bellacina's. Bellacina's got some good sandwiches. I don't know if they're nationwide or not. We've got a couple around here. They call them grinders. They're sandwiches. They're good. They've shrunk them a little, but who hasn't shrunk their stuff a little lately? They're a good sandwich. Good sandwich. So if you have a Bellacina's and you ever tried it and you like sandwiches, I mean, it's better than like a Subway or any Quiznos or any of those. This is good stuff, Maynard. We just got this blank little Newsboy cap, Cancun, Mexico. As I'm saying this, just picture how generic this stuff is I'm talking here. How generic this, and how many people won't sell this generic type of stuff. An unbranded wool newsboy cap, Cancun, Mexico ball cap, a faded denim bucket hat, no name, just a plain anvil baseball cap, right? Kansas City Corporate Challenge. What's that? I don't know, but somebody bought it. A little denim plain toddler hat. A Lacoste thermal. It's plain, but it's name. So, real comfort denim jacket. This international concept lace thing. This has been in the store. If you look at the background, this is like a 8-9 year old, if not more, item that's been in the store, and $12. So that's why I don't care how long stuff sits. As I talked about the other day, how many people get on eBay every day, who's never been on eBay before. So you never know who's looking for what. United Refrigeration hat. Cobra Trading. Not sure what that is. Freeman Health System. Don't know what that is. Catalina Island t-shirt. Then we got an Izod, a cool Izod. We got some little toddler Minnie Mouse slip-on shoes. Got some Jordan Max Aura. But the newest people on our street had a yard sale again, and I didn't go up there. Adrian was going up there. I told him to grab anything, because that's where I got all the Affliction stuff and Jordan stuff before that I made good money on. I go, if they got any of that, just grab it. So he came back with those. A nice stained University of California cap. Guns N' Roses, Callaway, River City Rascals, another item that's been sitting in the store forever. Vera Bradley. Straw cap, Harley shirt, Wilson trailer, Build-A-Bear. That's why I did the picture like that. I just thought it was just makes me smile every time I see it. Like, hello, hi, how are you? Some Rustler cutoff shorts there. Nike shirt, another Harley. Woolen Salvage, yeah. Margaritaville, Backwater Knicks. Rams hat, they canceled. Boston Red Sox, Alabama Crimson Tide, Mizzou, Coast Guard, Tommy Pirana, something. CX, South Carolina cap, vintage Nike shirt, Zelda hat, Adidas. Anyway, all right, good enough to. I can't get enough. So we were at what, 207 or something over here. Now we're at 223. Keep it rolling. All right. That's where I'm at going into the weekend. So hope you guys have a nice 4th of July. If you do anything special, I'll be here working. Oh, I thought about, I'm like, what can I do for a members only thing, right? Because I've got a few of you guys who are members only, but I don't really do anything. I'm like, well, what can I do? But yet other people might like it too. So I'm thinking about do live work with me's and just do them for members only. So then you can be in the chat if you want, ask questions, and I'll work with me and I'll answer questions and whatever, and just make that like a membership thing. So let me know if that would be something you are interested in. And then do it a few times a week. Just whenever I'm here working, and like today would be a good day. Just boop, pop on and go. I'm like, man, that might help make me a little extra money on YouTube. All right, let me know. Anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend. Have a good 4th. Don't kill yourself or your neighbor or anything. And I will see you all in the next video. And remember, you need your fingers to type. So don't go and blow them off or anything. All right, later, everybody.